Yo, yo, yo. What's up, peoples? Talk about a skill issue, man. Yeah. That's right. That Gambit, dude. Yo, it's been too long, my friends. Too long. Yeah, man. What it do, peoples? What's going on? Bitcoin will go up? No, it won't. Bitcoin was always a scam, dude. For people like you. Oh, dude, starting it off right. Yo, what up? What up, 8 Row? What up, Pinky? What up, Soup? What's going on, guys? How's it going? How's your week been? What's going on? You know, I was planning on starting to play early access of No Rest for the Wicked when I got back, but boy, that game is not looking real great. I mean, obviously early access is early access, but I wanted to talk to you guys today about whether or not we would play that. You are trying to tell me all kinds of stuff that doesn't pan out, like Suicide Squad is good. You know what I mean? Come on, dude. But we should listen to the Apple man. Is that what it is? We should listen to the Apple promoter. Give me a break, dude. Yo, did you like the gaming chair I found you in Discord? Did you like that? You needed RGBs. I found you RGBs, bro. Yeah, it's absolutely a chair. It's more actually a throne than anything. You know, you said it doesn't have RGBs. It's not a gaming chair. I found you a gaming chair with RGBs. Look, here it is. Pinky's flipping. He was so ready this morning, dude. This is it. This is the gaming chair that I found for Soup, dude. He was showing that Scorpion gaming chair. This isn't a gaming chair. It doesn't even have RGBs. And I was like, all right, dude, here you go. This is it. Here's your gaming chair, dude. Right here. And this is what I found him. There's all those capuchins, Pinky. Nice, dude. I was like, there's your gaming chair, bro. You need a chair that has RGBs. There it is. You know, I guess be careful what you wish for, right? Maybe you want that Scorpion chair now, huh? Too late, buddy. This is your gaming chair now. All right? Found a new banger, did you? Probably some Genshin music. Even better, yo, shoot it to me in Discord, Duck. Or, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let me see what this is. Well, I won't be able to understand it, but I'll try to find. I'll try to watch it and see if I can confirm if this is actual banger material here. Okay. See if I can figure that out. We'll see about that, buddy. We'll see about that. All right. No. That's what I'm saying. I'll let you know. I don't necessarily need to understand the lyrics, but it helps. You don't need it. You don't tell me what I need. You understand me? You don't know what I need. All right, dude. Yo. Sorry for a bit of a late start this one. This morning I'm trying to get back in the groove. We got some new stuff, dude. I got a couple of new emotes done for the channel. Got a couple of new gifts put in. and I'll have some new content on the YouTube page probably later tonight. I got all the last week's or week before last video gaming news stuff put up last night, and I've still got to get some of the specific clips and highlights put onto YouTube. But I did some work yesterday. We got some new channel specific emotes. There may be some early versions of what we can work on to continue to evolve them into what everybody wants them to be. But I just came up with some stuff that I knew we needed, so we could talk about maybe AI to innovate OA's channel. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. I'd rather it have meaning to it, you know, than soulless, empty, AI-generated crap content. You can go find that anywhere. We'll keep it real here. We keep it real in this channel, all right? We keep it real, all right? Let's get into it, dude. We've got we'll talk about it today. We'll see, you know, whether or not you guys want to see me try No Rest for the Wicked, or if we're just going to keep going with some Dragon's Dogma 2. By the way, Pinky has a special surprise for everybody if we play Dragon's Dogma 2. I mean, special. It's really nice. No Rest for the Wallet? That's like your MO, isn't it? Pretty sure. Yeah, that's like your moniker. Yeah. No, did you see the clip that I tagged you in last night, by the way? Did you see the clip I tagged you in last night? This one? Here. There you go. This was special for you. That's special for you, Soup. There you go, buddy. Let's go ahead and do this, yo. Let's dive in here. Let's get back to streaming. The vacation was awesome, by the way. Before we get into the mix here. The vacation was amazing. It was so good. It was a great time just to relax with the wife and kids, and we had an amazing time. It was so good, and it was much needed, dude. We haven't done anything like that just as us as a family unit for quite some time, and it was amazing. And it'll be forever a core memory, I know, for me, and I'm sure for the rest of the family and everything, you know. Very, very cool, very special. I had a great time, and it's great to be back. It's great to be back and doing what I love to do and seeing all you guys, man. So let's get at it. Take breaks more often, every few months. Why? I love doing what I do, man. You know, GTA 6 is a myth. That's not real. Let's get into the video gaming news stuff. Let's go, dude. That's a myth, bro. Volunteered to help out around places. Yeah, that's really cool, man. Yeah. My wife's always been really good about that kind of stuff. You're a trip, dog. Oh my god. You're a trip, man. So check it out. We got some new emotes for the channel. We got Get Wrecked Nerd. Check it out. I finally got us a Get Wrecked Nerd emote. Obviously with a 3 instead of an E on the nerd because of 3-head status around here. I also got us an OutsiderAntics emote. It's kind of hard to read because it's smaller, but you know, that one might need some work moving forward, but it's at least something for now. Did you know that Android phones could play emulators forever, ever? like forever, ever. Did you know that I've had emulators on Android phones forever? Did you also know that I've had USB-C on my Android phones forever and fast charging on my Android phones forever? We've had that too. Oh, dude. You're never going to win that argument in this channel, dude. You're just not. Oh, dude. All right. Let's get in it, man. Look, I've got our results set for the past week. So, we can try to cover as much as possible from me being on vacation and being away. So, it's so stupid. That's so stupid. It's so stupid that anybody is trying to make it a big deal that Apple is finally allowing emulators to be on their phones. That's so dumb. It's ridiculous. The reason it's a big deal, the real reason it's a big deal? No, I'm not looking at that. No, it's just stupid. It's ridiculous. The thing that's ridiculous is that it's is that they've allowed it to go this long without allowing emulators. That's what's stupid. That's what's a big deal. That's the big deal. I'm not looking at that article, Doug. There's no way. It's so stupid that Apple has prevented that kind of thing from being allowed on their phone for this long. That's ridiculous. I'm happy for all the iPhone users, but it's stupid that Apple as a company has prevented that for so long. I'll pull it up, dude. I'll pull it up. It's fine. I'll pull it up. It is good for people. It's good for people. I just, look, man, I mean, when it comes to this kind of stuff, I don't really like giving Apple any kind of, like, airtime. Because it's so dumb what they do to people. This is just another example of how ridiculous they are. But I'll just promote it that way. It's fine. I'll just promote it that way. How stupid Apple is. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I mean, come on, dude. You've got you can't deny it. It is ridiculous. It's stupid. It's not included out of the box. Well, yeah. Yo, Britannic, what's up, my friend? How you doing? What's going on? We have USB-C fast charging if you have a $40 cable. Yeah, I mean, that's what Apple does, dude. Yeah. That's what Apple does. For sure. Chillin'. Nice. All right, let's get into this, dude. Like I said, I've got, it's so good to be back. It's so good to see everybody. I know it was a long break, man. So I'm so stoked to be back. I love doing this. I missed you guys so very, very much. And I did spend a little bit of time last night, yesterday working on some things since I didn't stream yesterday and I was back. I worked on some stuff. I've got a little bit more YouTube stuff I'm going to try to get worked on tonight for some more content, but we've got some new emotes, man. We've got the Get Wrecked Nerd, and we've got the OutsiderAntics for whenever I go into my rant modes. We've got those bad boys. And then we've got some new gifts that I set up too. So we've got, let's see here. Where are they at? There's this one.
She said. Or he said.
We've needed that one for a long time. And then we also got, for everybody that is doing their streaks,
We're going streaking! Yes!
they can now pop off a GIF to let everybody know that they're showcasing their streak in chat, man. So perfect. Got some new stuff, man. New stuff. Always great. Has everybody watched the Fallout show yet? $9.99 to just play a GIF. Oh, I figured you probably were, Pinky. It's all good, dude. Yeah. No worries, buddy. No worries. Yep. You're all good, dog.
Emotional damage!
Watched Blend S instead. Nice, okay. Nope, Hot Garbanzo. It's actually not. It's actually really good. I mean, obviously everybody's gonna have their own. You can't say Hot Garbanzo if you didn't even try it, though. All right. What is this, dude? Dude, bro, this is a bunch of 12-year-old girls. What are you doing, dude? You love these 12-year-old girls, don't you? Yeah. These little 12-year-old anime girls, dude. Yup. Here we go again, dude, with soup. Dude. Yeah, Pinky, don't even sweat it, dog. I figured you were probably sleeping, bro. That's why I didn't tag you in some of the clips that I threw in Discord last night, too. Because I figured you were probably passed out, man. Watch the beginning of it. You should watch the beginning of Fallout. Before you judge it. Maybe. Okay, well then maybe for me too. Yeah, here's the Delta iOS Game Boy emulator. Likely won't get taken down. Yeah, so we'll look at the one that Soup gave me. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, dude, watching the Fallout show, I felt like it was very well done. Very good. And it gave me Fallout vibes. It pisses me off still that we didn't get to watch it together. But I couldn't help but watch it. After I started it, I liked it, and I couldn't stop. It was really good. And it makes me want to play Fallout. For reals. It makes me want to play Fallout because it definitely captured the essence of what has always brought people to that universe, you know? I do feel that. I feel that that is one of the better adaptations in the video gaming world into live action that I have ever seen. I think it's great. Phenomenal, really. Fallout sales skyrocketed? Yeah. I mean, I've heard, I haven't really been tracking over the past week a lot of that stuff because I haven't been doing the news, you know, but I have heard bits and pieces about the fact that people have just been going nuts for Fallout stuff, you know, and it gave me those feels, dude. It really did. It was like, man, this makes me want to play flipping Fallout. It makes me want to play some kind of, you know, remember when we were playing Fallout in Vegas and I was like, dude, I want to play like a gnarly character, like you know, just a real dirty character, like eats everything. Anything that you kill just explodes into viscera. You know what I mean? Dog, that's the way I feel like the ghoul, the main ghoul character in Fallout is. He's just a flippin' madman. You know what I mean? And it made me want to play Fallout. Made me want to play Fallout 4. I haven't played Fallout 4 yet. And I was like, dude, it makes me want to play Fallout 4. I own it. But I haven't played it. And it made me want to play it. Stellar Blade soon, you're right. Dude, what, like 8 days? Step it up. You're such a... You criticize everything without even... Have you ever even played Fallout? Soup, you ever played a Fallout game? Ever? Which one? Okay. Fallout New Vegas too hard? Shut up. What? Fallout New Vegas too hard. No, it's not. No. Brother, I just played Fallout New Vegas on the hardest difficulty in hardcore mode, and it really wasn't that bad. You gotta step your game up, man. Oh yeah, I forget. Soup's one of those people that needs the game to hand holding. I forget. Yeah. Soup's one of those people that needs hand holding. Show me where everything is. Tell me everything to do. Don't make me figure out things on my own. Don't make me use my brain, man. Bro. I thought the show was very good though. I thought it was really very well done. You know, pretty awesome. And obviously another season's on the way. This is the thing that we've seen it happen a lot before. These series that come out that are initially very, very good and they kind of fall off. I mean, Game of Thrones was one for me that did that. You know, the Witcher series was one that did that. You know, I think that I hope that they don't try to, because of the early success of this, I hope they don't try to play it out too hard, you know, to where it gets bad. It gets lackluster and the content gets subpar, because it feels bad always to have these really, really good series come out that just end up falling off. You know, I hate that so much. So I'd rather see a series stay top notch and just end. I know a lot of people get mad and they're like, oh, why are they doing that? Why are they ending it? But I'd rather see a show go out on top rather than it turn bad before it ends, you know? What's Tokyo Mirage? So are you sure it's Tokyo Mirage and not Tokyo Massage Sessions? What is this, bro? What is this? I don't even know this game, dude. I don't even know this game. It comes off as like some Persona stuff. JRPG with waifus? Yeah. There's got to be some that look 12 in there if you're into it for sure. Yo, let's get into the news, dude. Let's take a look. I've got this set for the past week again. Let's take a look and see what we got, bro. Soup, bro. You're a trip, dog. We've already talked about this a while back. Yeah. This is ridiculous, by the way. These companies want to, this family, there are other people that have tried to do this too. They want to try to sue like Epic and Nintendo and other big major video game developers and publishers for claiming their games are addictive. I mean, yeah, there's no doubt that these companies definitely have people involved in the development that find ways to make games that people don't want to put down, right? I mean, that's the whole point of being a whenever you're making a game, you don't want people leaving your game and going and playing another game, right? That's losing in this industry. You want people that are going to play games staying playing your game, right? So obviously the point is to keep people playing your content and not going and playing competitors' content. So you want your game to be as engaging and I guess, you know, I don't like to use the word addictive. I don't like to use that word addictive because it feels weird. I think that these parents want to use the word addictive, but really what it comes down to is they, in my opinion, haven't really done their job of trying to teach their kids moderation, you know? Player retention. Exactly. Yeah. Stays float. Yep. Not addictive. Thank you. Yeah. Very well stated, Soup. Very well stated. So, you know, it's, as I speak about a lot with things in life, and look, I'm not going to try and belittle the fact, and there are a lot of different, family dynamic situations, in the world where obviously people would rather have, you know, there are a lot of, for instance, scenario based, a single parent working multiple jobs that would rather their kids be at home playing video games than out in the streets getting into mischief, right? So, not all parents can have complete oversight and control over what their kids are doing 100% of the time. And there's always going to be that kind of sentiment that goes along with what I'm about to state. But it is also the parent's job, the guardian's job to teach kids moderation, right? It's, you know, you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your responsibilities in life. Entertainment's great, but you got to make sure that you're taking care of everything else as well. You got to take it with moderation. There's so many things in life that you have to learn how to take with moderation. If you don't, it can consume you. It can consume your life. And so a lot of people want to, I think, blame video games for so many things like they've been blamed for in the past, whether it be violence or what have you. Now they want to blame it for being addictive, right? Well, it's really, I think, in large part, a neglect on the parents' part. See, these parents here have enough time and to, you know, to go ahead and engage in this massive lawsuit against these major corporations, but they didn't have enough time to regulate what their kids were being engaged in and teach them the basic fundamentals of you know, how to regulate their entertainment practices to you know, say, you know, you can only play so much these days or whatever. You need to make sure that you're taking care of your other stuff. You know, they want to blame everybody else for their lack of parenting, right? It feels ridiculous. We've talked about this before. You know, I feel very strongly about this. It's something that comes with the territory. If you're willing to be a parent, you know, if that's one of those ventures that you're prepared for diving into, it's your responsibility to try and teach this kind of stuff too, not just throw your kids into a room with video games all the time, and then whenever they don't listen to you anymore and they start showing, you know, ill effects of only ever being engaged in playing video games all the time, go, it's the manufacturers, it's the companies, it's their fault, right? This feels like that's what's happening quite often on these fronts, right? I'm not denying the fact that these companies use very sophisticated manners of developing these products to keep people engaged in their products, because that's the business. But there's a severe lack of parenting and guidance on the part of the parents and the guardians in these positions where they want to try and point fingers at other people and say, it's your fault, not my fault, it's your fault, where they should be looking at themselves. I agree. Britannic it is. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of responsibility. And, but it can be an amazing thing. Absolutely. For sure. Yeah, I mean, we have rules for our kids too. We have rules. And it's changed from time to time based on how our kids approached their game playing and screen time as a whole, with in regards to taking care of their responsibility, their other responsibilities that they know they're supposed to be taking care of, right? If they're not taking care of their things that they know they're supposed to be taking care of, then they got punished. They got screen time taken away. They got video games taken away, stuff like that. During the school year, they don't even actually get screen time during the week. Only on Fridays after school through the weekend. It didn't used to be that way, but we started noticing an issue, right? And that's where we had to be like, look, this is your job. Your job is school right now. Your job is school. And if there are things that are going to be getting in the way of you performing your job to the highest level, then you don't get to do those things, because that's their job and that's what they need to be focused on. And so, again, I mean, there was an opportunity, there was a time when screens were a part of something they could do in the evenings and stuff like that after school, but it got taken advantage of, and it became a distraction. It became something that where school was being rushed through. We noticed things like that, to where they were just not focused on doing school to their best ability and things like that, because they were trying to potentially get to the screens, get to video games and everything. And it was like, well, we'll just take away that entire, possibility. So there's no need to rush anymore, right? So I think that's where parents have to understand that, in my opinion, look, everybody's parenting is different. That's just an example of how we've addressed that situation personally in our own household. Don't know how people are able to game for hours. Well, again, I think everybody's different. I do it for hours. I know there are some people that do it for way longer than I do as well, My son's one of those people too. My son's one of those people that can game for forever, ever. He can game. He's like me, dude. He can game for quite a long time. But it's appropriate to take breaks. It's important to take breaks. And he's my son's one of those people that I'm definitely having to teach the importance of moderation with video games and stuff like that. And again, I think that, my own situation is not going to apply to everybody. Everybody's got their own different situation when it comes to, moderation with different kinds of things in life. And when it comes to parenting kids, everybody has a different way of parenting. And it's not necessarily my place to tell anybody they're right or wrong. But, I do feel like people trying to do this kind of stuff probably need to take a step back and see where maybe they failed, rather than pointing a finger at these companies. You know what I mean? Oh no, I'm tangled. Come here, man. Sorry guys, I'm tangled. Yeah, and I think that what this does is I think one of the reasons you won't see this end up the parents winning really on this front is because what this would open a can of worms. I mean, you're talking about like something not that far off from people being able to go, well, I knew that alcohol was addictive, but it's legal, so I drank it. But now I'm going to sue you because I couldn't stop drinking it. You know what I mean? It's like, or hey, a cigarette company, you know, like, yo, I know that you told me, like, there's nicotine in this and it's addictive, but I smoked it anyways, and now I'm addicted to cigarettes, and it's your fault. You know what I mean? Like, where would it stop, right? It's like, that's so stupid. It's not necessarily the same exact thing, but you kind of get my point, I hope. Boop, bitty, boop, 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 bitty, boop, boop. Brother, live in the present, dude. Just, how about you take a step back. You've only got 1 week, dude. 1 week until Stellar Blade. Just look forward to Stellar Blade right now, you know? I'm not in Florida. For reals. Yeah. Soup literally saying, I don't know how anybody can just sit there and play games for hours at a time. GTA 6 drops, and Soup's going to be one of those people living in a gaming bed. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nice, Pinky. Well played. Yeah. Very funny. Oh, bro. Oh, dude. True. Yo, it's random mode time, guys. The first random mode after coming back. Let's go. Who's gonna win it? We got Booba already, dude. Let's go. Yo, what up, True? You're looking for either flawless victory or Booba. Soup and True both got Thun Beast back to back. How weird, man. That's wild. Oh, man. That's funny. Yo, True, check it out. These are just some early versions, but I got a couple of new emotes thrown in. Proves it's rigged. I know it's hard to read the second one, but OutsiderAntics. And of course we had to have the 3 in the nerd, you know. I got those done. Check this out too. I knew you'd like these.
That's what she said. Or he said.
And
We're going streaky!
yeah! So now whenever people get their streaks going, everybody can start streaking. A few new things to get back with. Yeah. Did it really take the success of Fallout to prove that gaming adaptations have gone mainstream? No. Dude, they've been here. What are you talking about? It's such a stupid title. But Fallout's very good. It's very good. It sucks we didn't get to watch it together, but it's very good. We'll have to talk today. Balatro's amazing, dude. Balatro's amazing. I've actually played another round or two just randomly. like before I go to bed every once in a while. I'll just play like a round or two or whatever. I like Balatro. I think it's very good. I think it's a game that will play very, very, very well on handheld consoles, you know. Very well. Very cool game. We need to talk about this morning, discussing whether we're going to play No Rest for the Wicked, which is not having great reviews. Let's pull it up real quick. Let's talk about this. Have you guys seen this? So I was planning on playing this when I got back. We missed out on this trailer. What is this? Okay. When did this come out? 2 months ago? Did I miss this, or have I seen this? You don't know if I missed it? We'll take a look at it, dude. Thanks. Check it. So, this is No Rest for the Wicked's having some issues. It's not like the worst early access release ever, but it's there are a lot of people who've been playing it. It's at 59% positive. A lot of things you're seeing is a lot of people are saying, even with the good reviews, that it needs time to bake. Which, it's early access. You have to expect that a little bit. What's this, dog? What? Shut your flipping mouth, dude. Really? Dude, I haven't even played the first one yet, but I've wanted to for a long time. Holy crap. Yo, sick. Thanks, dude. Jesus Christ be praised. It looks eh. You look eh. Bro, this game had a ton of issues on... Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 had a ton of issues on release. Oh, bro. Yo, thanks, Pinky. Cool, we'll take a look at this. If you remember, whenever the first game dropped, it was kind of wonky, but it got really, really good. It got really good, and I would love to play the first one. I've owned it for a while, and I've just never found the time to play it. It's a very long game though, so this is interesting. Let's take a look at this. Brother, I already gave you that clip. You know, Call of Dookies nowadays are just Call of Sharts, man. There's no solid Dookies anymore. All right, no solid Dookies. Let's take a look at this though. So a lot of what I've been seeing, there are a lot of people that are liking this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all Activision, dude. It's all Activision. And you'll see there are people that are praising certain things. But there's a lot that people are not enjoying about it too. And I'm really worried about whether or not it's worth diving into right now, or it feels almost more worth just watching for the time being and finishing up Dragon's Dogma 2 and maybe playing this closer towards full release if it looks like it's getting better. I was really hopeful for this game. I think it from what I've been reading, it has a lot of potential for them to take feedback, because obviously one of the reasons you want to do early access, right, is to take some feedback, and they've already been implementing a little bit of it. They've already had some just off of the like right here, known issues and solutions. They're already, dude, they don't even have key binding in this yet. Nice, there it is. Perfect. It would be sick if I could link that, you know what I mean? Link those things to where if it was like anytime anybody was gonna show off a streak. Yo, that's an incredible streak, by the way. 135 stream streak. Holy crap, True. Thank you. Anytime that a streak was going to be shown off, it would automatically GIF. That would be so dope, but I don't know how to do that. We might be able to figure it out at some point, but that'd be really cool. You're big streaking, that's right. You're all the way, you know, on your way to the gymnasium, you know? Yeah. You're all the way past the quad. Imagine a 3-stream streak. Yeah, dude. Imagine that. That's a good one. So you can see that they've already been addressing some of the issues. Collision back. They're having issues with backups, like saves in the games, controller support. There's no rebinding, key rebinding in the game right now. Again, it's early access, but that's just one of those things that never feels good. They've already pushed out a patch for a lot of things people have been talking about, but that hasn't really changed a lot of the reviews that people are pushing out. So I don't know. I almost feel like it's worth just letting this bake a little bit before we dive into it. It looks like it has a lot of promise. It looks like it could be very good. Has anybody actually tried playing this yet? I'll link this if anybody wants to take a look at some of these reviews and stuff. Vote for DD2. Yeah, well, dude, we've got to at the very least be showing off No today. Wait till you guys see No. Oh my God, brother, I was dead. I showed my whole family. Pinky. Oh, bro. I showed my wife. And I can't remember what she said. It was so funny, bro. And then my kids were like, what is it? I had to show them. Because they know who you are. You know what I mean? My kids obviously know who like most of you guys are. And so the kids, I showed the kids too. They were like, oh my God. Let me just give you I'm not going to show it. But this was my reply. This was my reply to Pinky here recently. He sent me something while I was on vacation. He sent me something on vacation regarding Dragon's Dogma 2 and No. And this was my immediate GIF reply. So you guys are going to love it. You're in for a treat. Let me tell you what. It's going to be phenomenal. Yeah. Dude, Pinky, what level are you now, dude? Probably like 80 or something. So flippin' funny. There's a lot of good clips in the clips channel. 70. Yeah, you're way up there, dude. A lot of good clips in the clips channel. Collected all. Oh, you got all of them? You got every single token? Oh, sick. I'm so glad they did that, dude. I was so worried about that. Oh, nice, dude. Good. Nice, sick. Well, GG's, dog. That's awesome. Yeah, so it'll probably be DD2 today. And it doesn't mean that we can't still, like, if they keep implementing some updates to, you know, the, No Rest for the Wicked, then it doesn't mean we can't dive in there and play that at some point. But we'll have to. Again, I've got Jesus, about 2.5 weeks before I'm going to be gone again for about a week, guys. I'm sorry. It's just one of those weird things that came up this year that I need to get home to see my parents, and I've got one grandparent left. and I haven't seen him in a long time, man. And I'm trying to make a couple of days trip through back home to see my grandfather, the one grandfather I have left. So it's just one of those things that's important that I need to get done. And I don't usually take that much time off, and I'm sorry for it, but it is one of those things that here in a couple of weeks I'll have some more time off coming. So I am sorry, but we'll get as much Dragon's Dogma 2 in to finish the game up. Potentially a little bit of no rest for the wicked, or we'll find something else to play. And then as soon as I get back from seeing my parents and my grandfather, we will be doing Ghost of Tsushima PC release on the 20th of May. And that'll be like right in time for our 3-year stream anniversary too, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and it just feels weird because, you know, I don't usually take that much time off, and I just got back from taking a week, and then I'm gonna have to take another week coming up very soon, and so that feels really odd to me. I don't like that. I don't like doing that, and I don't like taking time off anyways. But it's a kind of a necessary thing that it's just weird that it came up kind of needing to do it back to back this year. So I'm really sorry, but I'll keep talking about it as we get closer to it. I'm really stoked for Ghost of Tsushima coming up in May. Ooh, that's gonna be a good one. Invincible AAA video game in development at Skybound, huh? Yo, thanks for the articles, guys, and the videos. I appreciate it. Anybody want the 8 best manhwa for video game fans? Here you go. Hey, Ro, what up, dude? Oh, sick, man. Yo, thanks. Planned update for DD2. Are they finally going to be addressing performance? Oh, interesting. Yeah, we'll look at this. Thanks, Doug. Awesome. Yeah, there's your link. I just put it right there. Soup. Yep. What's going on, 8-row? Oh, RoboQuest got an update, huh? No, I didn't hear that. On sale right now, too, guys. Arsenal update. A new class is coming. Interesting. Wait, what? Superbot? Interesting. And then an update too, huh? Yeah, check that out. Jesus. Yeah, on the 15th. God dang, dude. Crazy. Bunch of balance changes. Changes to the affixes. God, that's a lot, dude. Quality of life. That's always great. That's a big update, dude. Some bug fixes too. That's a huge update. They show a lot of it right here too. We could watch this. We'll watch the Arsenal update video. Yeah, we'll watch that. I'll pull that up when we start diving into all the articles. Thanks, buddy. Ban it, ban it, ban it, ban it. Yeah, we got that up. Fallout was so good, dude. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it said in the future, but I'll check it whenever we go look at all that stuff. Yeah. But maybe that was when was that announced? Like on the 1st or something? Yeah, it was announced on the 1st. Whoa, whoa! It doesn't say here exactly when. I mean, if you guys know, just put it in chat for me. Was it with the patch? They've got a roadmap too. That's great. We'll take a look at the Arsenal update and the roadmap. But if you guys know the date, just tell me, please. Oh, and Skybound's using crowdfunding. Interesting. Crowdfunding for a AAA Invincible video game. Crowdfunding. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yo, Soup. Grand Theft Auto publisher Take-Two Interactive to lay off 5% of workforce, scrap several games. You're part of the problem. You know that, right? Soup's like, I don't care how many people get fired. I don't care how many people get left in the dust with the other games they love underneath Rockstar and Take-Two, as long as I get GTA 6. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Get him, True. Get him, True. Bro, yeah, he did. He posted that in the chat too, or in the Discord. That's so funny, bro. Excuse me. Man, I'll tell you what, dude, we were down like around the Ozarks of Missouri for our vacation. And it was just allergy crazy, dude. our car was covered in pollen, yo. Covered in pollen. By the time we came back, we were there for about 4 or 5 days. Our car was just covered in pollen. It was insane. We were just like sneezing the whole time we were there and stuff, It was so gnarly, dude. It was so crazy. Oh, God. So I'm still dealing with some, like, trying to get over it. It was wild. You get acclimated to, like, where you're from, or where you've been living. You get acclimated to that. And then when you go somewhere else, because we were like, we traveled like 8 hours away, right? Lick the pollen off it. Yeah. You go to like a region that you're not acclimated to. You start dealing with a bunch of pollens and stuff that you're not used to. Dude, it wrecks you. I mean, all of us, dude. My entire family. My wife's eyes were going nuts, dude. The kids and I, dude, just could not stop sneezing. My wife was sneezing. My daughter's throat got all jacked up, dude. And it was just allergy. It was just wild, dude. It was crazy. Oh, dude, it was beautiful. The thing that, dude, this is what I had forgotten about that. I haven't been to that area in a long time. It's just so incredibly beautiful. So this is like the kind of area we were in, and it's like, even the entire time you're driving, it's just, the roads are just cut out of these like kind of mountains, it's very hilly. It's really, it's a lot of forest and stuff, but it's just cut out of these like mountainsides and stuff. And, it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's just phenomenal. Very, very, very beautiful. Everywhere out there is just super pretty, man. But the thing that's wild about it too is that like you could see like this right here, like everywhere you go, it's like just the roads are just like cut out of these like mountainsides and stuff. It's really wild. It's just gorgeous. The thing that's wild is like, it doesn't take you driving very far to get like into some really, really kind of podunk sketchy places, dude. It can start feeling really weird, It can start feeling really weird, like especially at night, because it's like really curvy and it's really pretty and stuff. But then all of a sudden you'll end up in like these really like podunk kind of like very backcountry kinds of places, and it's like, dude, it gives you those feelings that like, man, I probably don't want to get into a wreck out here at night. You know what I mean? You get those feelings that like you might not make it back out. It's a little bit weird. Oh, it's wild, man. Like, just stick to the highways. You know what I mean? Stick to the highways. I think the only thing that might save me is that I can start pouring on my accent really thick, Like, I'm one of you, brothers. Oh, dude, Squirrel with a Gun. When does this release? I'll come back to RoboQuest. Hold on. It just says coming soon right now. Dude, Squirrel with a Gun looks like it's gonna be phenomenal. Seriously. Super excited about that. The very tight pants wearing at the aquarium. What are you talking about? Dude, I got some, I was probably wearing some short shorts, man. Yeah. I was probably wearing some short shorts. I got some, I mean, they wouldn't be that tight if my cake wasn't so fat. You know what I'm saying? Oh, are you talking about, wait, no, I was wearing my jeans, dude. I was wearing my jeans. How, you couldn't even see it? Wait. I didn't even have any, you couldn't even see my, you talking about my are you talking about my flipping tail? My mermaid tail? Or what? You couldn't even see my pants. What you talking about? Am I tripping? Did I just get baited? What happened? It's a reflection for reals. Oh, dude, no. Let me see. Oh, bro, yeah, those aren't supposed to be tight. I see what you're saying. Yeah, you flipping. You're crazy, True. Oh my God. Yeah, those aren't supposed to be that tight. I'm just flipping thick. Nah, they're not really tight. I think it was the mirrors that were doing it. Those are jeans, dude. Those are jeans. They're a little tighter than they used to be. I put on a few pounds this winter, you know. So they don't slide on quite as easy as they used to. But I mean, you know, they buckle up and everything, so we're good. Yeah. They accentuate my curves, I guess is a polite way to put it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Getting thick. Yeah. I need to lose a few pounds probably. Put on that flipping hibernate weight this winter. You're funny, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel fat, dude. I feel fat. I need to lose a little weight. I need to get in shape. Winter's rough on me, dude. All I want to do is like stay warm and eat food, you know? Make a good merman? Yeah. Not quite Aquaman, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Like very, very Make-A-Wish, you know? Very, very Make-A-Wish Aquaman. Yo, check this out. Fallout 4 was Europe's best-selling video game last week, following the TV show's release. This is what we were talking about, right, Pinky? Kind of wild, dude. The game saw sales increase by more than 75,000% compared to the previous week. It's crazy. That's pretty crazy, man. Excuse me. Yo, did you see the clips? I don't know how many people saw the clips I put into the Discord last night, but I got some really good ones. The one with the Sphinx, where she's like, "Did you come here to test your wits?" Bro, that was such a good clip. That was so funny. There were some really good ones. Dude, I made like 42 highlights yesterday just out of all the content we had done right before I left, all the streams we had done. Yeah, you should check it out. There's some pretty good ones in there. How many did I put on? 12 clips. I mean, there's still 30 more VODs highlights that I made on Twitch, but those are the ones that I threw into the Discord. I tagged you in a couple of them, True. What is this, bro? Why? No. There's no way I'm watching this. There's no way. People need to knock it off, dude. We don't even have GTA 6 yet, and people are coming up with GTA 7 trailers. Jesus Christ. I bet Rockstar loves it, but it drives me crazy. It's just like a day after Dragon's Dogma 2 released, there was already a site that was putting out like, when will we get Dragon's Dogma 3? And it was like, what are you talking about, dude? Shut up. They just released Dragon's Dogma 2, dude. Shut up. What are you talking about? To you. Not to me, it's not. But GTA 6 will release in 2037. Looks like Ken of Bridge of Spirits has been rated for the Xbox Series X and S. So, it looks like it's going to be coming to that platform now, besides the PlayStation and PC platforms that released on initially in 2021. Sounds like a personal issue, Soup. I said, I'm sure that Rockstar loves the fact that people are already anticipating something like GTA 7, but it drives me crazy. There's just no point in it. Yeah. The fact that, I mean, again, if you really want to be serious about this situation, there are people that really are already talking about that fact, that notion of what comes after GTA 6 and what would GTA 7 be like, and it's like, dude, you're really, I mean, that is such a reach. It's such a reach, because I mean, they're talking, how long have they been working on GTA 6? You know, take that same kind of time frame for GTA 7. Okay, and then also what you have to take into consideration is the evolution of technology. All right, and nobody knows exactly what that means. We know where we are now, and we have a little bit of an idea of what's to come over the next couple of years, but technology is wild and it evolves at such a rapid pace. We're never always quite sure what we're going to get, especially like 5 years down the line even. And so when you're talking about something like the premise of what GTA 7 is potentially going to be, there's no actual way of knowing. So the fact that people want to try and dive into trying to speculate about what that would be is asinine. It doesn't make any sense. It's a waste of time. Especially when you don't even have GTA 6 yet. Davey. Nice, dude. Soup, they could charge $1,000 for that game, and they probably will, and you will definitely pre-order it, yeah. For that final beta tester access, you know? Oh, dude, Star Wars Outlaws is going to have a card game, a mini game in it. That's cool. Of course you did, because you're an Ubisoft lover. You like those quadruple A games. Davey, it was amazing, dude. Yeah, it was a great time. We the family and I, we haven't taken a vacation in a number of years now that was just focused on us and not focused on going to see family members or whatever. So it was phenomenal. We had a great time. It was a lot of travel, but it was well worth it. Yeah, it was a great time. It's a beautiful area. Just really incredibly beautiful, and we did a lot of cool stuff. We went to a it's like a Chinese acrobat kind of show. We did an aquarium. Man, we got to see a haunted hotel, which was sick, really cool. We went and did that at night, which was really neat. We went to just a really cool like downtown area of a place down there that is known for kind of being a tourist spot for just doing shopping and stuff, which was really cool. There was a lot of stuff, man. It was really neat. We had a great time. It was very, very cool. Yeah, and our cabin was amazing. We had this awesome cabin. We're kind of doing it, we kind of did our vacation in between whenever most kids are on spring break and the beginning of summer. So we're kind of in a little bit of an off season. So we got a really good deal on this cabin. Dude, you guys should have seen this cabin. It was awesome. It's like a multi-level cabin. It had an upstairs with a bedroom and its own bathroom, and then bedrooms downstairs, and it had its own kitchen. It had its own it had laundry in it and everything. It was phenomenal. It was really, really cool, and we got it at a banger of a price because we went off season, from like the summer of the area and spring break for most people and stuff. So we got a really good deal on it. So it was cool, man. We had a banger of a time. Thanks for asking, dude. It was very cool. It was really, really neat. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the benefits of us doing homeschooling with the kids. If we want to take a vacation, if we need to take time off or whatever, we can kind of set that schedule for times that maybe benefit us or whenever we need to, as opposed to doing things around the time of so many other people doing them, Yeah. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, it was incredible, dude. I had a great time. It was so much fun. Very, very cool. Very relaxing. Very nice. How was everybody else's week while I was gone? Best games of 2023 just quietly released on PS5 and PS4. Let's see what this is. True, I'm guessing you were doing baseball. Yeah. Oh, Davey, I'm sorry, man. Is it bad that I don't like a game so much that I hope it releases years late and with all the bugs? Are you talking about flipping GTA? Is that what you're talking about, True? Yeah, and more today. Oh, no. Yeah, decided to start up Saturdays again. I respect it, Davey. I respect it. I appreciate you stopping by and seeing this before you have to start work, man. Maybe. Yeah, I know why you hate on GTA, True. I understand it. Yeah, guys. Look, I'm not a fan of the company Meta or Facebook or Fluffy Rainbow Kit and Unicorn, whatever. You can call them whatever you want. They're still the same company. They're disgusting. I'm not a fan of them. If you don't know why, I highly recommend you just do your research about who Facebook is and the things that they've been about. It won't take you very much research to find out what kind of company they are, okay? But they do produce phenomenal VR hardware. And I'm not going to dog anybody for buying into great hardware at a very, very reasonable price. And the MetaQuest 2 has gotten very, very, very low price point now on retail across the world. So I've been seeing things on, like, if you buy it from a place like Target, if you have Targets in your region, you can get it for $200 and get a $50 Target gift card. Dude, Davey, I don't think I'm gonna play No Rest for the Wicked right now. I got back after it had already released, and dude, it's having some issues on early access. I think I'm gonna watch it right now. I'm really excited about it. It looks like it has a lot of potential, but it's having some rough reviews right now, man. Yeah, so I don't know if it's worth diving into at this point rather than just finishing Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm going to keep watching it and see. There's a chance we might still dive into it. But we'll talk about it a little bit more this morning. And come see me maybe tomorrow. We'll talk about it more tomorrow. You know what I mean? I don't know. We're going to talk about it as a community. And if everybody wants to see me play it, we'll play it right now. If not, then we'll just hold off and keep letting it bake a little bit before we dive into it. I'm still very interested in it, but I'm a little bit concerned now after what I've seen. Yeah. You too, buddy. Appreciate you. Have a good day at work, man. But MetaQuest 2, $200 for some solid. Now, obviously, the MetaQuest 3 is out. It's more expensive. It's a better piece of hardware. This is their previous version, but it's still a very good piece of hardware. And $200, it's hard to beat, man. It really is. Yo, how much are you willing to spend on a video game? I have an article that's going to be on YouTube tonight talking about, again, Hellblade 2. And it's $50 price tag for 8 hours worth of game time, And again, talk about, I don't really even consider that a full video game, I think that I've also got another article that's going to be hitting tonight as well, where Saber CEO talks about $70 not being a price tag for AAA games that we'll be able to sustain. And I hope it doesn't, because I think it's ridiculous. I thought it was ridiculous the whole time that $70 was coming out. And again, that's obviously going to be US dollars. You got to convert that to your own, region and denomination and everything. But, obviously the AAA price tag got raised over the past year to year and a half, and it was ridiculous. There was no reason in it, right? And it's exactly because of what 8 Row's saying. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people were like, well, the price hasn't gone up in 20 years. It makes sense. No, it didn't make sense. The price had gone up. People were paying more for video games in other ways. It just wasn't off the shelf. And so those people that were trying to act like they weren't getting ramrodded, and railroaded by these companies with things like battle passes and microtransactions and, DLC that comes out a month and a half, 2 months after the game releases, which that content was ready when the game these companies have always been finding ways to get more money out of you. So I think that we have this conversation a lot. Ramrod, yeah. Dude, what does that make you think of? Right? I know what it makes me think of. Is there a car with it? Yeah. But yeah. But I think how much are you willing to spend on a video game? It differs too, right? Because how good is the content? How much gameplay are you going to get? Let's go back and, one of the things I talk about in this video that's going to be on YouTube tonight about the whole, Hellblade 2 thing, $50 for 8 hours of gameplay where it doesn't appear to be a real true video game anyways. It's more like a cinematic experience, interactive cinematic experience, which to some people that's going to be okay. For me, that doesn't really appeal. And there's not going to be really any replayability. There's no end game. It's just straight 8 hours. My recommendation for people interested in playing that game is play it on Game Pass. You can get a Game Pass subscription for 15 to 18 bucks. Play it. Be done with it. Don't pay full price for that game. It's not worth it. But everybody's got a different outlook on what a game, is actually worth to them, respectively, right? So, you want to compare some different things. How much was Baldur's Gate 3 actually worth? I would have paid way over what I paid for it. After playing that game and how much game time I got out of it and how fun it was and what the experience is and what I know about that company and what how much I'm willing to support Larian, that comes into play, as well as just how good that content is. The replayability of it as well. I would have paid way more for something like Baldur's Gate 3 than I actually did. Because it's worth it, right? So how much are you willing to spend on a video game depends on what that video game is as well, I think. Yeah? Then you'll go back and take a look at something like Alan Wake 2. What I spent on Alan Wake 2 whenever I first purchased it seemed seemed like a good price tag for how good everybody was talking about how good the game was. Then I played it and I was very turned off by the content. I got soft locked out of finishing the game and felt like I got scammed a little bit. That's always a risk we take as well, right? But then you also take into consideration games like Dave the Diver, which was, in my opinion, a banger of a game. I know it's not the type of game that appeals to everybody, but you're talking about a $20 game that I got 55 hours out of. Totally worth. I would have absolutely paid over for that game. And I think that's where that notion comes in, where I talk to people about, especially in the free-to-play realm of gaming, right? You can play free-to-play games that are very, very, very well done. For instance, like Warframe, Lost Ark, stuff like that. Those are two games free-to-play games that we've played fairly recently here in the community. Yeah, over the past couple of years. And they are very, very well done free-to-play games. You don't have to pay anything to play those games. But they do have transactions built into the economy of the games so that you can support those developers, right? And I think that it's another thing where people have to look at how much game time, how much entertainment are you getting out of a game that you might even be able to play for free. What's that threshold? What's that threshold of getting enjoyment out of entertainment that you might be getting for free and going, I should probably pay them back a little bit? So there's two sides to this coin, right? How much are you willing to spend on a video game? Are you paying too much? or should you be giving back where you're not having to pay? You know, to support developers that are giving you good content at a low price point, a free price point, even maybe. I think there's different ways that we have to look at this situation. Support the good ones. Don't support the bad ones, right? I didn't see that. We can try to pull up a summary, though. But that would have been... Ooh. All right, let's take a look at this one. Yo, thank you. I had no idea, True. Yeah, it was the 17th. You're right. I had no idea. Thank you very much. Yep. I've been out of the loop, man, for like a week. I have our date range set for a week, right? And we're bound to catch the gist of what we might have missed, but it definitely won't be everything. So I appreciate everybody giving me a lot of this stuff. That's great. Let's go one more page and we'll dive into these. I know it's a bit of a long news segment this morning, but we're trying to get reacclimated to seeing each other over since we've been gone for a week. You know what I mean? It's just been a slow kind of groove getting back into it this morning, which is fine. It's just been nice to see everybody. I don't necessarily like this. Microsoft has let Blizzard be Blizzard following its acquisition. I don't think that's the right choice. I don't think that's necessarily true either, though. We've seen things like now Bobby Kotick's been fired, top of Activision Blizzard. He resigned. He got kicked. Thank God. Mike Ibarra at the top of Blizzard's been ousted. You know, things have happened. Things have happened. But I'll be very honest here. I don't like this notion. Let Blizzard be Blizzard. Blizzard being Blizzard has not been a great thing for quite some time now. And my hope was that Microsoft would come in and change them back into something respectable to where I would feel at least comfortable playing their games again. I'll never be in love with Blizzard again. I don't ever, I'm not. I don't have that notion that they'll ever be that company that I fell in love with when I was younger, but hoping that Microsoft could turn them back into something that I could respect enough to play their games again was something I was hopeful of. So this, let Blizzard be Blizzard, is not something that I enjoy the notion of, really. I want Microsoft to get their hands dirty and change Blizzard back into something decent. We've seen how much they've screwed up things like Overwatch. We've seen how bad they've done with things like the Diablo franchise. Yeah. They need help getting back to their roots. This is a company that lost their way a long time ago, and they need to right the ship, if you will, right? And they needed help doing it. Microsoft needs to get their hands dirty. Yeah, it was pretty easy to tell there's going to be season 2 of Fallout. Fallout 4's major next-gen update adds 60 frames support and a ton of new content and has a release date. Hey, Ro, I hope this wasn't you. Counter-Strike man stabbed over video game. 8-Row, are you okay? On the reels, how ridiculous is this, though? Like, people be losing their minds over ridiculous stuff, dude. All right, let's stick with this. 8-Row's probably like, can't respond. Playing Counter-Strike. I'm working on my smoke. I'm trying to narrow down my smoke play. All right, let's dive into this, guys. Fallout 4's major next-gen update adds 60 frames per second support and a ton of new content, and it finally has a release date. Crawl out through the Fallout at 60 frames per second after bringing the Fallout TV show. Binging the Fallout TV show. That looks epic. Uranium hot on the heels of the Fallout TV show on Prime Video. Bethesda has finally announced a release date for the long-awaited next-gen update to Fallout 4. The patch will arrive on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S on April 25th. Dude, that's almost here. 5 days. Bethesda originally announced the patch way back in 2022 as part of the game maker's 25th anniversary celebration for the Fallout series, with a rollout set for 2023. As last year came and went, that launch window was pushed to this year, and now we have a firm release date. The free upgrade for Fallout 4 rolls out on April 25th. Interesting. Kind of a smart play there, wasn't it? Yeah. So not only, I mean, this was obviously a business move. This was smart of them. They knew the show was coming. They, had this update planned, and they were like, let's wait. They had a pretty good idea that if the adaptation for the Amazon show was successful, it would boost sales of Fallout 4, and it would reignite a lot of want for people to play the Fallout series as a whole. So what did they do? They were like, well, the Fallout series releases on the 11th. 2 weeks later, we'll give people time to watch it. 2 weeks later, we'll release the free update for Fallout 4. And that will be an even bigger enticement for people to buy Fallout 4 that don't already own it. Buy it and play it. So, this is a very smart move on their part. So, the patch is primarily geared towards bringing Bethesda's post-apocalyptic open-world role-playing game to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S consoles, adding native applications for the consoles, performance mode and quality mode settings, and 60 frames per second gameplay. But previous gen consoles like the PS4 and Xbox One will also receive an update with stability improvements, login, and quest fixes. On PC, the update will add widescreen and ultra widescreen support, along with fixes to the creation kit and a variety of quest updates, Bethesda announced this week. As a huge Steam Deck fan, I was most excited to see that Fallout 4 is going to be Steam Deck verified with the latest patch. It's currently listed as playable on Steam's handheld gaming device, one level below verified, which indicates that players may run into the occasional issue or need to make some manual tweaks to run the game. Fallout 4 will also be released on the Epic Game Store. New Enclave quests, Halloween decor, and more. As part of the update, Bethesda also announced a slew of additional content set to roll out for Fallout 4, including several free Creation Club items themed to the Enclave, the pre-war fascist paramilitary organization players will remember from Fallout 2 and 3, like new weapon and armor skins, the Tesla Cannon, Hellfire, and X-02 power armor, and the Heavy Incinerator. If you're itching to crawl out through the Fallout once more, Bethesda's also adding a new quest called Echoes of the Past, where players fight to stop the Enclave from establishing a foothold in the Commonwealth. A new makeshift weapon pack adds a baseball launcher nail gun, piggy bank, and more unconventional objects turned into deadly weapons. Dozens of new Halloween decorations for your settlement, including witches, cauldrons, and ghouls, are also on the way. What about Mothman, though? Mothman statue. Come on. The Fallout 4 Next Gen update goes live on April 25th on PlayStation and Xbox consoles, as well as on PC, on Steam, GOG, the Microsoft Store, and the Epic Game Store. Cool, man. Very nice. Neat. Smart play by Bethesda. Smart play. After... Are we listening to Baby Girl right now? God dang it. Baby girl. Baby girl. Let's don't. After 41 years... Star Wars Outlaws is the first video game to feature the franchise's iconic but nearly abandoned card game. Somehow, Sabak has returned. The ESRB rating for Star Wars Outlaws has arrived, and while it's largely what you'd expect from an action game in the sci-fi franchise, has revealed one notable detail. Sabak is finally going to be playable in a Star Wars video game. Quote, during the course of the game, players can wager in-game currency on Sabak, a blackjack-like card game with detailed rules. The new ESRB rating summary reveals. The devs hadn't previously revealed that detail, so I guess you can thank a need to warn parents of simulated gambling for the early info. Sabak first appeared in the Star Wars universe 41 years ago in the 1983 novel Lando Calrissian and the Mind Harp of Sharu. It soon became an iconic element of the galaxy's underworld. You could bet that anytime a Star Wars novel or comic needed the spice of some high-stakes gambling, Sabak would be the game of choice. The full rules of Sabak were first established in the 1989 tabletop RPG supplement Crisis on Cloud City, which established a blackjack-style game where the goal is to get as close to the number 23, negative or positive, as possible without going over. A-Roll, I was just talking about you just a second ago. Only good things, though. Only good things. Despite the established rule set and the popularity of the game within the fiction, no Star Wars video game ever directly adapted it. The closest we got was Pazak in Knights of the Old Republic, another blackjack-style game that spiced things up with the addition of deck-building element. In the now defunct Legends canon, Sabak was how Han Solo won the Millennium Falcon off Lando Calrissian, and that story was so popular that it was depicted as part of the on-screen canon in Solo, a Star Wars story. These days, Disney sells Sabak decks at its Galaxy's Edge attraction, but Outlaws is set to be the game's big playable debut for the vast majority of Star Wars fans. Interesting. That's pretty neat. I hope the game's good. On top of having a minigame. I love minigames in games. Like, I think one of the first times I fell in love with minigames in a game was probably from my favorite game of all time, Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII had a lot of minigames in it, which was phenomenal, and I loved it. And one of my favorite minigame type of things to do in games nowadays has become fishing. I love fishing. But there have been so many great incorporated. A lot of times it'll be card games too, like take, for instance, like Gwent in The Witcher 3, and that was just phenomenal. I mean, so good that they even made Gwent a standalone game afterwards. It's not supported anymore now, unfortunately, as of like September of last year, I think. It's still out there. You can still play it on GOG, but it's just not supported with new content anymore. But it was very, very good and really, really interesting. So I love it, dude. This is cool. Yeah, 8-Row, we came across an article. We didn't really read it, but it was like man stabbed over some kind of argument about Counter-Strike. And I was like, 8-Row, this wasn't you, was it? And you didn't reply, and I was like, he's probably actually playing Counter-Strike right now, working on his smoke play, you know. I need more coffee. Okay. It will be good. You don't know that. You're betting on a company that more often than not anymore does not produce great quality content. Obviously, right? Soup. One of the best games of 2023 just quietly released on PS5 and PS4. Soup always wants to act like he knows, you know what I mean? Like before even playing, he's like, this game's a banger. It hasn't even released yet. Everybody knows I don't have a life outside of CS. Oh, dude. What about visiting shop for beer? Yo, you've got my attention. All right, one of the best games of 2023 just quietly released on PS5 and PS4. So one of the most acclaimed video games that launched in the entirety of last year was just quietly released on PS5 and PS4. What are we talking about? Dave the Diver. Yeah, we knew this was coming. Dave the Diver is finally released across PS5 and PS4. Developed by Mint Rocket, Dave the Diver initially launched on PC midway through last year and quickly became a smash hit. Not only does it boast a rare, overwhelmingly positive rating on Steam from users, but it also achieved a staggering 90 aggregate score on Metacritic. This led to Dave the Diver being the 13th highest rated game that released in the entirety of 2023. Is that not crazy? Only trailing behind titles like Baldur's Gate 3, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and Marvel Spider-Man 2. Look at this. You know how rare it is to get games in the 90s on Metacritic? This is how incredible last year was. A 90 and above on Metacritic is really phenomenal. It's not that normal. It's quite rare, actually. And last year, Dave the Diver was a 90 on Metacritic. And it was the 13th highest rated game of the entire year. That's how crazy last year was. Got a box of beers got for a while, slowly running out. Slowly. Pinky. Pinky could probably help you with that. Not go so slowly. Perhaps the best part of Dave the Diver landing on PS5 and PS4 is that it is also available for free to some PlayStation fans. It launched directly onto PS Plus game catalog, available to subscribers at the extra and premium tiers of the service. As a result, if you're a member of either of these levels, you can download Dave the Diver and give it a whirl for yourself to see how you might enjoy it. Here's the trailer. Take a look. Again, they've got a synopsis of everything you can find in the game. I can't promote this game enough. If you haven't played this, I just think it's a phenomenal experience. It was a game that I think was probably the second best game I played last year, behind Baldur's Gate 3. It really just blew me away. It's hilarious. It's a lot of fun. I put 55 hours into this game and had plenty more I could have done. I didn't rush the game, but there was still more to be done in the game that I could have taken care of. And nowadays, there's even more content. There's been some DLC added to the game for a mashup with Dredge. There's been some Godzilla stuff added to the game. There's a lot of new content from whenever I even initially played it. And it felt like every day I played the game, there was just some kind of new mechanic or piece of the game that was being unlocked for me to experience that wasn't previously there. And it was just, there's all kinds of stuff to do. And it's just really, really fun. It was a great experience. I loved it. Grand Theft Auto publisher Take-Two Interactive lays off 5% of their workforce and scraps several games. Why? Let's be honest here. I mean, it doesn't feel like Take-Two There we go. It doesn't feel like Take-Two gives a whole lot of craps about a whole lot else other than what Rockstar does with GTA. But I can't help but feel like there might be a correlation here between something else that's happened recently with Take-Two and the fact that they felt the need now to lay off 5% of their workforce and scrap some other games, right? So obviously Take-Two is the parent company over Rockstar and 2K and some other big developers and publishers, and if you haven't heard or you've been kind of living under a rock for the past couple of weeks, Take-Two is in the midst of purchasing Gearbox out from underneath Embracer, right, for roughly $500 million. So that's a big chunk of change. And what could help them offset a little bit of those expenses? Firing people and scrapping other games, right? That's a big acquisition. So just my initial impression here is that probably what Take-Two felt like they needed to do was offset some of these expenses for bringing in Gearbox by laying off some people and scrapping some of their other projects. It makes sense to me. But let's read this and see what happens, or what has happened. Video game publishing giant Take-Two Interactive is laying off 5% of its workforce, approximately 600 employees, and canceling several projects currently in development as part of a cost-cutting initiative across the company behind Grand Theft Auto. Take-Two filed paperwork with the SEC Tuesday regarding the downsizing, which it says will be largely complete by the end of this year. As part of these efforts, the company is rationalizing its pipeline and eliminating several projects in development and streamlining its organizational structure, which will eliminate headcount and reduce future hiring needs, per Take-Two's filing. Take-Two's cuts come on the heels of a slew of layoffs throughout the gaming industry, including reductions at Sony, EA, Microsoft Gaming, Riot Games, and Epic Games. In February, Take-Two announced it was working on a significant cost reduction plan following mixed earnings results for its October through December 2023 quarter. At the time, CEO Strauss Zelnick said there were no current plans for layoffs, which was a lie. They knew this was coming. And our biggest line item expense was marketing. So we do have the opportunity to optimize many expenses that don't involve our headcount. Marketing and third-party expenses, vendor charges, and the like can still be optimized, Zelnick told Variety. We're a big company, so we have always prided ourselves on being the most efficient company in the entertainment business. Take-Two estimates between $160 to $200 million in dollars in charges as a result of its cost-cutting plan, and expects $40 to $60 million of that total in future cash expenditures. According to Take-Two, the total charge will amount to roughly $120 to $140 million in canceled games, $25 to $35 million in employee severance and related costs, and $15 to $25 million related to office space reductions. Major media and tech layoff announcements. Just in April, we've had Marvel with 15, Participant closing about 100, and Take-Two with 600. I'm going to pull up something in a moment. Take a look at this. Let's go ahead and do this. We're getting very close to the total number from last year at this point. No, that's not it. That's not it. Hold on. Where is this? There it is. They don't even have it up yet. They do not have the 600 from what we just read from Take-Two in this total yet, which means that we'll be at 9,400. 9,400 as of this point. Layoffs this year. Last year was a total of 10,500. And last year people were flipping out. Last year people were going, what is happening? Why is this happening? This is disgusting. And this year, we are in mid-April. We're coming on the end of April. So a third of the year in, we've almost matched that total. And this number is not correct. This number would be at about 9,400 right now. So we're about 1,000 away from the total layoffs that we saw in the industry last year that everybody was freaking out about. We're about to eclipse that. Probably by the end of the 5th month of this year, we'll have that number eclipsed. As I've said previously, it's interesting to me that we always talk about layoffs. We don't talk about hirings, right? So I would like to see, it's a harder thing to track. It's a harder thing to track all the hirings, I think. But I would like to see something about not only where we're at with how many layoffs we have in the industry, but how many hirings are we getting in the industry as well to offset some of that. You know what I mean? They're hiring ChatGPT. I don't think it's offsetting. I don't think it's balancing out. I think there's still a lot more layoffs than there are hires. But I would still like to see the statistics on that, you know? Invincible AAA video game in development at Skybound. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the Gearbox... I mean, you know, obviously Take-Two had already been talking about this initiative of cost-cutting measures, but I'm sure they had already been at that point in talks with Embracer to purchase Gearbox as well, right? Do you guys think that this 600 employee layoff and scrapping of games has anything to do with the purchase of Gearbox from Embracer? What do you think? Invincible AAA video game in development at Skybound. Skybound is crowdfunding to create its mysterious Invincible game. Skybound Entertainment has announced that it's in the process of developing a AAA video game based on Invincible. As Invincible has become more popular over the past few years, primarily thanks to its TV adaptation on Prime Video, calls for a AAA game tied to the series have continued to grow louder. Now, Skybound has announced that it's internally working on such a project and has launched a crowdfunding campaign to assist with its creation. Over on Republic, Skybound today launched its new new fundraising campaign that will run through the end of April. Previously, Skybound said that it raised $18 million in funds, with the company now looking to raise an additional max of $5 million. Currently, this crowdfunding round has seen nearly $450,000 brought in, which has already cleared the minimum goal that Skybound had of $50,000. As for the Invincible game itself, Skybound says that it's working on the game internally and has currently put together a team of roughly 30 developers who have previous experience at Epic, Activision, and EA, to name a few. Further details on the nature of this project haven't been provided, but Skybound says that it plans to support the game for the long haul with new expansions after launch. As for its genre, this also hasn't been shared just yet, but Skybound indicates that this title will contain competitive and local play modes. They're saying Invincible will release under a premium model with multiple DLC expansions and special editions designed to cater to every level of fandom. In both competitive and local play modes, the game is designed to contribute new stories to the Invincible multiverse, enabling future releases, expansions, new character arcs, and adventures for years to come. Given that this game is still in the crowdfunding phase, seems as though it won't be released for many more years. In all likelihood, Skybound is generating funds in the first place, so it can continue building out the team that will then develop the project. As a result, don't expect any proper announcements or trailers for this Invincible title for quite a bit longer. Whenever it does launch, though, it has been indicated that it should come to all consoles and PC. Yeah. So they've already raised $18 million. looking to raise an additional $5 million, which would put them at $23 million. That's not that far off from what Lord of the Rings Gollum had, trying to make a AAA game as well. You remember how that went? Now, I don't know what other backing they have to create this project, but a AAA game normally is quite a bit above this kind of budget. And usually when you see something, now they could have a lot more backing, they just needed a little bit of extra help, which is why they're trying to crowdfund this. And it's a very popular IP, which is why they probably felt like they could get some extra from the public to get the ball rolling here. Quite often this kind of thing will have some other funding stuff going on in the background, but if that's all they really have is the 23 million, again, that's not that far off. I think that Lord of the Rings Gollum was around 20 million trying to make a AAA styled game. And I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible, but you know, really trying to make a real quality AAA game nowadays is something that takes quite a bit more than that quite often. So that's a little bit, it seems like a low number, even though it's a lot of money to most of us. It seems kind of low for somebody, you know, a company trying to hit a AAA styled kind of game. We'll see what happens. Well, they have other projects and stuff too, right? Yeah, I mean, they've done the mobile Invincible game and everything as well. So, I think they're the ones that are behind that. So, I'm, you know, but that doesn't mean that everything they've done allows them a budget to put into that project, right? So you just assuming that, you know, everything else they've worked on has been profitable and provides them a huge cushion of budget to put into this project. That's a little bit short-sighted, I think. We don't know exactly how much money. I mean, if they, I don't think they would be crowdfunding if they didn't need it. You know what I mean? Maybe, but who knows? I think we'll find out later on how much they actually put into that project. You know, we'll see. Oh, here's Soup's stuff, man. The free Delta game emulator for iPhones is live on Apple's App Store. Only about 20 years late. Developer Riley Testute finally brings his polished Nintendo emulator to the App Store. This is good for gamers. Ridiculous for Apple that it took this long, you know? So the Delta emulator, let's get this pulled out a bit here. That feels weird. Whatever. The Delta emulator is officially available on the Apple App Store for free. You should be able to find in Apple's official store in many countries outside of the European Union. If you live in the EU, it should be available in the new third-party alt store PAL app marketplace that just went live. The app marks the first significant and officially sanctioned game emulator for the iPhone since Apple began allowing them, with wide-ranging console emulation from the original Nintendo Entertainment System to the Nintendo 64 and even the Sega Genesis, for when you want to play those games that Nintendo don't. Delta developer Riley Testute told The Verge via email that the app is identical to the version debuting with AltStore PAL. The app features on-screen buttons that change their layout and appearance to match whatever system you're emulating. It supports Bluetooth controllers like Xbox One Series S or PS5 controllers too, which is dope. And the app lets you customize their layout or set extra buttons for things like quick save states, essentially letting you pause a game whenever you want and load it up from that point later, or fast forward through an old school game's all too often unskippable cutscenes or endless stream of startup logos. What up, dude? How you doing, man? Delta even works with some of the quirkier Nintendo input methods like the gyroscope in WarioWare Twisted or the microphone controls in Nintendo DS games like Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Objection! Delta has other touches too, such as automatically grabbing the box art for your games and the ability to customize the art using its built-in database or your own custom images, and users can import controller skins or make their own. It also supports multiplayer for the NES, Super Nintendo, and Nintendo 64 up to 4 players, as well as AirPlay streaming. Very cool. Small number of other emulators beat Delta to the punch, including one called iGBA that directly ripped off Tetsu's GBA for iOS code, and an NES emulator called Bimmy. Both were short-lived though, with Apple taking down iGBA over spam and copyright App Store rule violations, and Bimmy's developer getting cold feet in light of Nintendo's recent crackdown on emulators. Recent? They've always been bad. Notably, Tetsu's app isn't new. He released a 1.0 version of Delta in 2019 alongside his original Alt Store alternative to jailbreaking. That means the app has already been through 5 years of feature and bug-fixing iterations. It will likely be one of the most polished emulation experiences on the iPhone for a while. So that's great, man. That's great. And, you know, to all the Apple users out there, I would say switch to Android. You know? But if you're not going to, at least you're able to finally, about 20 years too late, get emulators on Apple devices. So good for you guys. Flipping Apple, dude. Jesus. What's up, Ferret? What's going on, dude? Boop, 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 boop. All right, let's see what this is. Chillin', minding my business. What's my weakness? Chatters. Okay, then. Let's see what this is. See a movie later this afternoon. Dune 2? Dune 2? Going to see Dune 2? You going to go see Dune 2? What are you going to see? Let's see what this is.
Ready for a beatdown?
Spy Family. Word. I want to see Dune 2 so bad.
Hot style, magical girl. Ready for action. Ready? Let's talk. All right. Which one of you wants to dance? I'm on fire!
Time to play.
All right. And next, a real game.
Peggy 18.
You see Dune 1 first? Oh, dude. Yeah, this is a good game. Yeah, this will be a good game. I don't know what that last thing was. Bro, fair. You gotta see Dune, dude. Dune 2 is supposed to be a banger too, man. I can't wait.
I always dreamt of leaving this place. Becoming more than a peasant.
Oh my god, after this releases, we're gonna spend an entire year just playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2, dude.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life? It can end before it gets started.
Congratulations, Sir Knight. You finally become a man.
Wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry.
The thing that was supposed to be always supposed to be really dope about the first one was it was real medieval. There wasn't any fantasy crap about it. It wasn't. There was no magic. It was real medieval stuff, right? It was supposed to be a real take on medieval. And so, you know, the combat was supposed to be very difficult, and it was supposed to be a very good story. It had its issues when it released, but they really fixed it up. And this is interesting.
Oh, merciful God, be kind and protect us, so we don't blow our arses off.
Like, the combat was so realistic that it was more like, you know, you were not going to normally be able to take on, you know, until you got really good at the game. From what I understood, anyways, I didn't play it. You weren't normally going to be able to take on like multiple enemies, especially at the beginning of the game. You just would get slaughtered because it's realistic. You get jumped by a couple of dudes, 3 dudes, or people or whatever, you know. Oh yeah,
That's what she said. Or he said.
You like that, Ferret? Ferret found the new stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's funny, Pinky. Yeah.
We're going streaky! Yeah!
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's cool though, man. They're getting roasted already. Nice. I mean, what they're trying to make something realistic, you know what I mean? I don't know what you want, you know. It is what it is. So but that was always my take on it as well, as it was supposed to be very, very a very realistic portrayal of those times, medieval times back then, and it was supposed to be very difficult as well. You know, even just taking on one person in a fight, like one enemy in a fight, was supposed to be difficult until you got the hang of things. And then especially taking on multiple people was just incredibly brutal. Pinky, that's funny. We're going to you, Ferret. Where's your streak at though? You're not using it right. We'll take a look at the Dragon's Dogma stuff last. Well, and then let's look at this real quick. Let's look at this. The RoboQuest stuff. We had RoboQuest updates. Thanks, 8ro. Appreciate you making me aware of this. Yo, there's there's new emotes too, man. There might not be the final versions or anything, but I got a couple of new emotes made. And we'll just, these are early versions of stuff I came up with, and we can always adjust them and talk about what people think of them and how to move forward with them and stuff. But there's some new ones to mess around with. Yeah. Let's watch this. Look at the roadmap. So the roadmap for this year, a small update in January. Arsenal update just happened. And now we've got a super update in the summer, endless update in autumn, and then a winter update. So Arsenal update is now live and available. Who asked?
The long-awaited Arsenal update has finally been released for RoboQuest, and today it's time to break down all the things it brings along with it. So let's go. Being the Arsenal update, we're focusing a lot on weapons, and weapons do we have for you.
Cool. Thanks, Pinky.
9 new ones to be exact. And whether you want to have your own Robo army, be a stealthy, sneaky Robo ninja, or use a slingshot that clearly ricochets and explodes, the Arsenal update expands your Robo arsenal more than ever before and brings some of the wackiest weapons to RoboQuest to date. And we've got new NPCs to spice up both new and existing weapons. Meet Willy Wonder, a new wormy friend who is hungry for power cells, but in exchange will upgrade the rarity of your weapons. Not only that, Willy Wonder offers perfumes, which add an additional affix to your weapons. And Burger Bill is a new Robo friend that joins the club. If you can find him out and about, he'll open up the training range for you at the base camp. Now would be a good time to introduce you to the training range. Here you can spawn any weapon that you have the museum card of and add affixes to it, re-roll them, practice on the target dummies, and even do a little mini game. Whether you're getting acquainted with the arsenal of RoboQuest or waiting for your Brobot to join and need something to do,
I need to play
the
some more
training range
RoboQuest
provides a nice little facility to get your Robo going. And circling back to Willy Wonder, I know your burning question is, can you upgrade a weapon to fantastic rarity? And if you haven't asked that question, why not? Because the answer is yes. Now when you revisit corrupted levels,
I was going to say no. I was like, that's awesome.
You'll find crystal powder. You can use these crystal powders at Willy Wonder to upgrade a purple weapon to a fantastic. And speaking of things that are fantastic, summons. All of your minions, even those from weapons, upgrades, perks, and items, will fall under the summons category now. This means any upgrade or various effect you get for your minions applies to all your summons. So please be our guest and spawn that Robo army you've always dreamed for.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Along with our usual healthy dose of quality of life updates and much more, there's a lot to explore in the RoboQuest Arsenal update out now.
Yeah, we'll have to do some more Robo Quest before too long. Maybe like a Robo Quest weekend or something, dude. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Nice, dude. Thanks, 8-Row. Let's pull up Grounded. Grounded is on sale, 40% off right now, by the way, and this game is a banger. We still need to finish this game, by the way. Major update. Fully Yoked Edition. Final update. Let's go.
Hello, Grounded Backyard Adventurers. Welcome to the latest vlog for update 1.4, rightfully titled Fully Yoked. This update is not just big, it's bulging with a ton of new content, features, and quality of life updates. We packed it with so much new stuff that even an ant would struggle to carry it. So, grab your gear and let's jump right into seeing some of what this 1.4 update brings. Let's talk about the newest neighbors to move into the backyard.
Obsidian's so good at what they do.
Before you meet them, we need to tell you that they're not your typical fightable bosses. Interacting with an ant queen isn't about combat, but choices and consequences. Choose to be a friend, and the colony becomes an ally. Choose betrayal, and brace yourself for some serious antitude. These choices aren't just one-off decisions. They resonate throughout the colony, affecting how these tiny warriors interact with you. Every encounter with an ant queen is critical, shaping your journey in the backyard. So think carefully, as your actions with the queens will have cascading effects that aren't immediately apparent. Plus, the ant queens aren't just about the drama. They bring 12 new ant queen related buildings, including ant queen chases and chandeliers. And for pet lovers, get ready to aww. There's a new baby ant pet to collect and nurture based on one of the choices you make with the ant queens.
Oh my god!
Remember, choices in the ant world have lasting impacts. Choose wisely and watch how your relationship with these royal insects unfold. Next up, we've remixed your backyard. Introducing our version of New Game Plus mode to Grounded, where you can replay the game with an added layer of complexity and challenge with a twist. In this mode, each playthrough transforms the yard, Spawning creatures in new locations, offering new rewards, makes bosses more challenging, and reveals strange anomalies and secrets.
That's
Accessing this
sick.
mode isn't a walk through the backyard, it's a victory lap after defeating the Broodmother, Mantis, Wasp Queen, and winning the Java-matic fight. Then, you can leap into alternate dimensions through Wendell's latest invention, the Remixer. In these remixed dimensions, creatures have a random chance to be infused with the power of raw science, making them faster and stronger, and giving them unique properties.
Oh my
that make them
God, look
extra
at its
challenging.
life
But
bar.
the juice is worth the squeeze, as these creatures develop
Jesus.
special trinkets made of raw science particles. These trinkets are game changers, as they also have unique randomized properties attached to them. Along with
A
the new
science
trinkets,
waffle?
you'll need to continue to get
I think
more
I hope that's
powerful
different than a
yourself.
blue waffle.
First, we've added a host of new ASL additions, including a new science set, weapons, and equipment that redefine your survival tactics. Second, we've hidden milk molars in new randomized spots in the remix yards. Keep collecting them to stay as strong as the creatures.
Yeah, there's a
you
lot of
face.
buffs too.
Third, there are new Burgle Chip trinkets and Ominent Badge trinkets, which
I love that
also
the Burgle
have
chips
randomized
look like
properties to give you more options on
like
how to build
Nintendo
your
old
character.
Nintendo cartridges,
Lastly,
you know.
and most importantly, to truly reach the next level, you'll need to build a new yoking station.
What?
It's your go-to spot in remix yards for leveling up your weapons past level 9. Scour
God, this
these
makes me
new
want to play
dimensions
this
for
game
unique
again,
materials
dude, like
and
from
prepare to
scratch.
wield power like Yoked Girth himself. And there's way more to discover and secrets to find in these remix yards. Have fun! As we come to the end of our fully yoked vlog for the 1.4 update, let's recap. Grounded is now more beefier than ever, with new content that transforms your backyard into endless possibilities. So much so that we couldn't even mention everything here, and encourage you to check out the full patch notes. Whether you're a first-time explorer or a seasoned survivor, this update is sure to add a fresh twist to your backyard adventures. Grounded is also now available digitally for Xbox One, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, Windows Store, Steam, and just recently released on the PlayStation 4 and 5, and the Nintendo Switch, thanks to the incredible work by our friends at Double
This game is a banger,
and
yeah.
for the
It's
collectors
really
among
good.
you, make sure
This
to
game
grab
is
your
sick.
physical edition through Limited Run Games for Xbox One,
That's a
Xbox
cool
Series X,
flippin',
PlayStation 5, and the Nintendo Switch.
collector's
To our
edition
amazing
right
Grounded
there.
Community, we can't thank you enough for your passion and support. Although this is Grounded's last planned content update, our journey together doesn't end here. We'll continue improving, optimizing, and squashing bugs to ensure your experience is as immersive and enjoyable as possible. Until our paths cross again in the backyard, stay safe, and as always, stay
PlayStation players are so lucky they're getting this game, dude. That's a dope game. The game is so good. It really is. Yo, thanks, Pinky. That's a banger of a flipping game. Yo, and it's $24 right now on Steam. If you haven't played this, it's just phenomenal. I mean, it's so flipping good. I mean, Obsidian, it definitely knows what they're doing. They've been making great games forever. They're a great studio. So I don't know. Can't recommend it enough, really. I mean, this game's a lot of fun. It's a very cool game. And even one of those games that's even more fun to play like with friends, dude, for sure. Very, very fun game to play with friends. Let's look at the I thought you had told me before that there was a Destiny 2 update that happened before I left. But maybe I was wrong. Yeah. This, right? Isn't this it, Ferret? Okay. Does this not talk about that? Or what? Yeah, it does. That's what this is. That's what this is about. Onslaught. I'll just watch this.
As the final shape approaches, and the forces of the Witness surge at the borders of the city, Lord Shax has been authorized by the Vanguard to place an arsenal of banned weapons from his personal collection back into circulation.
Powerful gear for a powerful guardian. Good luck. Careful with that.
Weapons we once deemed heretical, we now see as desperate measures.
I know you'll use this well. Fight well.
Pushing back buys us only time, but the alternative is unthinkable.
I can't wait to see what you do with that. Magnificent. Nice. It's time, Guardian. Crush them. Let them come. Show me what you've got.
So if the enemies of humanity want war, let's give them war.
I guess they didn't show stuff back in the day. Onslaught, 3-player match made activity. Vanguard outposts are under siege. Build formidable defenses. Repel waves of the Witnesses' forces long enough for your allies to escape. Then turn the tide and take the fight to the enemy. Cool. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Interesting. Have you been enjoying it? What else do we have? Oh yeah, the Dragon's Dogma update stuff, dude. We have an update planned this month with the following adjustments and fixes. We will release them on each platform as soon as they're ready. So there's still no date for when this is coming out, unfortunately. Jesus. Reducing the infection frequency of Dragon's Plague and adjusting the signs of pawns infected with Dragon's Plague to be more noticeable. For example, when infected, glowing eyes will be more noticeable. Adding the option to zoom in on the faces of the Arisen and pawns in the status screen, shops, etc. Fixing some issues. Implementing adjustments related to the minimap. Treasure chests that have already been acquired won't display on the minimap. Sorry. Adjustments to pawns' behavior and dialogue. Fixing issues where occasionally the player couldn't high-five pawns. Brother, I've found it hilarious whenever there'll be occasions where, like, there'll be a pawn just, like, waiting there. And you, like, don't high-five them. And it looks like you just, like, leave them hanging. It's hilarious. Fixing issues where pawns wouldn't start guiding after offering to guide. Making pawns less likely to fall off cliffs. Thank flippin' God. Here, this is, dude, one of the most mauling things about this game. And again, dude, one of my biggest criticisms of this game is the water. The water is lava is so stupid. It's so dumb. For a game that it has been developed so very, very well in its world, you know, for the world building is phenomenal. The exploration feels unique everywhere you go. And then the water is just death. The water is just death everywhere. And it's like, Jesus Christ. You know, I mean, give me a break, dude. It was time to, I think, evolve the world to be outside of this premise of the water is lava, if you will. And the fact that, like, what's really so dumb about it is, like, if that's the way they wanted to stick with that mechanic, then your pawns should have addressed falling into water the same way that your character does. Your character falls into the water, they respawn, right, with taking some life damage or whatever. The pawn should have been the same way. It shouldn't be your pawns get knocked into the water or a river by a flipping minotaur and they die and you can't bring them back until you get to a riftstone. Give me a flipping break. That's so stupid. Or you're fighting a griffin next to a lake, and one of your pawns grabs onto the griffin flies over the water, the pawn falls off, and they don't respawn. You have to go back to a riftstone. Give me a flipping break, dude. It's so stupid. I hate it. Make them respawn, like your character does. You know? If you want to make the water lava, give the pawns the same quality of life your character has. Don't make it stupid. Reducing the frequency of some pawns' dialogue lines. Oh my god, thank you! Improving pawn lines to better match circumstances. Okay, let's go. Fixing some issues where pawns stop speaking outside of combat. Can we just leave that? Because, dude, the banter gets really, really old. Fixing some issues where the main pawn speaks support pawn's dialogue. Nice. Making pawns more likely to aid the Arisen if the Arisen commands them to help while being held by enemies. Reducing the frequency of pawns offering to be hired by the player while in the field. Fixing issues where sometimes escort quests are considered failed when accessing character edit or other specific... Yeah, we failed one where the person we were escorting just bopped right back to her house, the elf that's married to the dwarf. Just respawned back at her house. Quest done. That's funny, bro. Fixing some crashes, freezes in specific circumstances, miscellaneous bug fixes. Is this... Yeah, where's the performance upgrades, dude? Nice. Yo, what were you saying, Ferret? You've been having lots of fun playing it? Nice, dude. Armor that will bring new players to current light levels capped so everyone can get right in, even new players. Nice, Ferret. That's awesome, dude. Great. Yo, we got Surprise and Drew's raging. Ferret got Ripperoni. Nice. Cat Bag. What else we got here? Yeah, what performance update? Exactly, dude. That's what, yeah, exactly. And so UI or Surprise free subs, dude. Yeah, what the crap, dude? Okay. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, dude, performance, please? Jesus Christ. You know? Kind of wild. Yo, that's the news for today. 420. Dude, I just realized it's 420. What the crap? Holy crappers, dude. That's interesting. 420, huh? That's the best I could do on short notice. Yeah. So 420, man. Yo, word up. Nice. 420. Great. I just realized it's 420. Everybody enjoy 420, all right? You feel me? Yeah, let's go. 204? Wait, what? Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yo, it's so good to be back, man. I hope everybody had a great week. I am super stoked to be back. We'll probably talk a little bit before we start playing games today about No Rest for the Wicked, our potential to play that a little bit moving forward, when we might play that. It's looking a little rough right now. So I think I'm just going to stick with Dragon's Dogma 2 for the time being. We still got a lot to do, I think, you know, and I'm really enjoying it. Today, definitely, I got something special coming from Pinky to show you guys. So hold on. Strap in. Click those seatbelts because Pinky's got something special lined up for you guys to check out here in Dragon's Dogma 2. You're going to love this. You're going to love it. You definitely won't want to pour bleach in your eyes. Trust me. It's a special thing, and I can't wait to show you. And we're gonna have a great time today, dude. It feels so good to be back. I appreciate everybody being understanding of me needing to take a little break there. And again, hopefully everybody can understand why I'm gonna have to take another break to get home and see my parents coming up in a couple of weeks, 2.5 weeks, I think. See my parents and see my grandfather. So we'll talk about that as we get closer to it, those definite dates and stuff. But I'm trying to run that one from a Wednesday to a Wednesday, so it will take 2 of my normal days off in a week and won't make as much of our normal time be, you know, like missed. So that's what I'm trying to do this time. So I'll be trying to take 2 of the Wednesdays in that time period to incorporate in that time off. So we'll talk more about it, but it was a great news segment, guys. I appreciate it. It's so good to be back. So good to see everybody. Thanks to everybody that gave me articles today. Dude, so many people. Flipping Ferret and Pinky and 8-Row and Soup coming in with the just been bursting at the seams for a week, dude, ready to just spew violence everywhere. I know it was tough, buddy, but you did such a great job of holding it in until I got back, you know, and I appreciate it. So we're going to go play games, man. To anybody that's been able to hang out today, you're not familiar with what we do. This is our jam, man. We normally stream 6 days a week, every day but Wednesday. I've been on a little bit of a holiday here lately. But we're back, baby, and it feels good. And we always start off with video gaming news, trying to stay current with what's happening in the industry and promote a healthier industry for ourselves as video gaming enthusiasts and consumers, while pointing out some of the more terrible companies that are not treating us well at the same time. So after that, we go play games for the rest of the day like we're about to do. We've got an amazing community here of awesome people on the constant, taking care of one another, trying to always lift one another up, be void of negativity, toxicity, that kind of thing. Just spread good vibes and enjoy the world of video games. So if you can dig that, come be a part of what we do when we do it. 6 days a week, starting at 6 a.m. CST CDT. That's 7 a.m. Eastern or 4 a.m. Pacific time. And we're always looking for more awesome people to become part of this amazing community that we have, okay? So other than that, stay healthy, stay safe, be kind. And we will be doing more video gaming news tomorrow for April 21st edition. I want to run us an outro real quick. I will be right back as soon as it's over. I'm not going anywhere. And then we will start playing Dragon's Dogma 2. Cool? You guys rock. I'll be right back.